Welcome to part 2 of money mistakes to avoid in order to be financially successful. Most times wealth is lost one dime at a time, and other times it is a large amount. Either way, knowing the money mistakes and avoiding them will help your financial life. Mistake number 6 is failing to build an emergency fund. Time and again, life will throw unexpected punches everyone's way, and having this rainy day fund will reduce the severity of life's blows. Instead of borrowing money every time you get an emergency, take time to stash away funds that cushion you against financial crisis. Some of the expenses you can pay with your emergency funds are living expenses if you lose your job, car repairs, medical bills, home fixes, spontaneous travels occasioned by life events, spontaneous celebrations that may arise, and so on. Many financial experts recommend building a 3-month to 6 months worth of living expenses emergency fund and stashing it in an account where you can access it quickly. The steps to building an emergency fund are: Step 1. Start small. Step 2. Keep your emergency funds separate from other monies. Step 3. Find ways to save more towards this fund. Step 4. Define what emergency needs are so you don't use the funds for other expenses. Lastly, keep your funds in an account that you can access quickly when an emergency happens. Mistake number 7. Being duped by get-rich-quick scammers. This money mistake causes many people to lose large sums of money. This is so since the scams look like genuine investment opportunities. Additionally, they promise investors very high above-average returns. There are money scammers who are always looking for opportunities to fleece people of their hard-earned funds. Examples are Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes that tell investors to keep recruiting new participants since they pay existing investors using the funds from new investors. Eventually, the schemes collapse when the model is no longer workable or after the scammers achieve their target. Scammers have penetrated all sectors of the economy. We have housing project scams, e-commerce scams, cryptocurrency scams, agribusiness scams, and many more. Be careful when looking for investment opportunities. Some red flags to watch out for are: promises of high returns with very negligible risk. Whenever the deal is too good to be true, chances are it's a scam. Unregistered investments. Ponzi schemes usually involve investments that are not registered and regulated by government agencies. Mysterious, complex strategies. Avoid investments if you don't understand them or can't get complete information about them. Unlicensed sellers. The Security Exchange Commission laws in any country require investment professionals and firms to be licensed or registered. Most Ponzi schemes involve unlicensed individuals or unregistered firms. Mistake number 8. Lack of financial education. Financial knowledge is a very essential skill in life that ought to be taught in all learning institutions. The lack of this skill has made many people worldwide struggle financially and make many mistakes despite being successful in their professions. I'm sure you know people who earn a lot but struggle financially, or someone who made a fortune and lost it all due to mismanagement. Financial education helps people build solid foundations in saving, investing, giving, and it helps one acquire good financial habits that empower one to make good money decisions. You and I, therefore, have a responsibility to learn about money management so we can insulate our lives against money failures or learn how to bounce back after a bad experience. There are many resources available to aid in acquiring financial knowledge. Mistake number 9. Failing to apply the financial knowledge you acquire. Napoleon Hill said, "Knowledge is only potential power. It becomes power only when, and if, it is organized into definite plans of action and directed to a definite end." It is one thing to acquire financial education, and it's another to practice good money choices until they become habitual. Just like exercising is not easy, and requires a commitment to regular exercise. Acquiring good money habits will require you to steadily practice and grow your financial muscle. For example, we all know that saving is the bedrock of financial success. However, many people struggle to save and live paycheck to paycheck. If you are not practicing good money management, even though you have the know-how, you will make many money mistakes and fail to attain financial success. The best way to build your financial muscle is by starting small, then slowly and consistently working your way up. For example, you can start saving a small amount of money monthly and do so consistently, then over time keep increasing the amount until it eventually becomes habitual. If you are not living on a budget, start planning your expenses so you don't engage in impulse buying. Thank you for tuning in for part 2 of common money mistakes to avoid. Remember to watch part 1 of this series. Also, subscribe and watch out for more informative videos.